But unfortunately, we do have to enter into another level of unfortunate news with another member of the family. And this time it's not me, but we have to talk about my sister. And man, this I'm just going to warn you. This is going to be kind of shocking news because it was to us. We've known about this for a couple of weeks now. So I just want to prepare you for this. That like it's going to be like I don't know how this news hit you, Mom, but like it kind of like punched me right in the gut because it was
shocking, scary.
Yeah, it was really just heavy news. So I think I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off because I don't think there's a better way to say this other than just to say the words, and then we'll work backwards. But we found out that my sister Maggie has a brain tumor. And let that just sink in for 1 second.
Now I know, even hearing you say it now. Oh.
Yeah. And we found out on New Year's Eve, and shocking. It was shocking news, and you can imagine the last couple of weeks we've all just kind of been scrambling a little bit to try to like figure all this out because I think you hear the word brain tumor and you don't really know how to react. You kind of go through all the stages of emotions because it's scary. Obviously, it's a scary word to hear, and there's been a lot of fear and a lot of panic and a lot of trying to understand what it means, especially when you've got 3 babies involved. Yeah, obviously, you guys know my sister has triplets. 2-year-olds, and so there's I think a different level of fear and stress and everything else that goes into that. So I guess maybe we'll break down the facts first, and then we'll break down the feelings second. Obviously, we're bringing this story to you guys first. So asking you guys over here to like kind of keep this between us right now. Most likely we'll probably talk about this more publicly next week. But just for now, if you would just like, don't talk about this on the fans page. Don't reach out to, you guys, if you guys want to talk to me about it, it's fine. You can talk to me about it on the, like in my DMs, but just publicly, if you wouldn't say anything about it yet, just because it's just not going to be quite public yet. So anything we talk about from here on out, just know like, hey, it's between us until you see it like publicly posted. Just keep it between us. So it's meningioma is what it's called, a meningioma tumor. I'll just give you like a basic rundown of this, and obviously I'm literally reading Chat GPT, so I'm not a doctor. Mom, if you know anything else other than I do, feel free to hop in here. It's a type of tumor that grows on the lining around the brain. It's not actually inside the brain itself. It comes from the protective layers that surround the brain, kind of like the padding of a helmet. So it's like the most important parts for you to know is that the meningiomas are benign. Most of them are benign. So meaning that they're not cancerous. Now, do we know that it's non-cancerous? We don't. And they won't know if it's cancerous or if it's not until they actually get in and do the surgery. But most of them are non-cancerous. So that's a really good place to start. They usually grow very slow, which is, good. And a lot of people actually had them for years and years and years, and they don't even know they have them.
Right. Which was her case.
Usually, say again?
That was her case.
Yeah. So doctors usually just watch over them over time before they actually treat them. If you're wondering how we actually got here in the first place, it's actually a pretty crazy story that I kind of feel like an asshole about because poor Maggie has been dealing with ringing in the ears for a couple of months now, a year maybe.
I would say maybe 4+ months, maybe 6 months.
Yeah. And so she's just been trying to like figure it out. And I deal with ringing in the ear 2.5 for about a decade now. And I also, when it first happened, I have that hearing condition called hyperacusis, which is almost like reverse deaf, if you. That's the best way I can describe it to people. Like I almost hear too well, and I, so when she, and I know enough about ringing the earworm. I'm like, there's not much you can really do about it. So quit trying to like find solutions for it, because the best you can do is just kind of ignore it. After all my research, that's just what I realized. And so she kept trying to find a solution, and it was driving me crazy. And so she went to go get a CT scan for that. And she actually was texting me the day of, and I swear to you, she was texting me right before, and she was kind of having anxiety. She's like me, and she was like, well, what if I have a brain tumor? I was like, Maggie, I was like, you don't have a brain tumor. Like, come on, there's no way you have a brain tumor. And lo and behold, I get a call from my mom. It wasn't just a few hours later. Do you want to tell the story from there, Mom? Kind of like when you, kind of what happened from there?
Yeah. So John actually called me, her husband, and asked me if I could come to Knoxville that day. And it was like, I don't know, 2 or 3 in the afternoon. And I was like, well, of course I can. You know, what's going on? And he said, well, I haven't talked to Maggie yet, so, you know, I don't really want to say anything, but I know she's going to need you. I said, okay, I'm on my way. And then he called me after he talked to Maggie. I guess I was maybe 45 minutes, an hour into my trip, and told me that they had actually had an MRI and that he had read it. And there is a tumor there about the size of a golf ball on the left side of her brain. And so that was very scary. That was very scary. And so I went, and, Maggie started texting me almost as soon as John told her I was on my way, saying, you don't need to come, you don't need to come. And I said, I'm already on my way, I'm coming. So, I got there, and we kind of digested the facts as we knew them at that time. And then John, of course, who is a heart surgeon at UT, got her scheduled with a neurosurgeon at UT. And then a colleague of his at Emory, he reached out to him because they decided that they really needed to probably go to Duke. And the top neurosurgeon there connected with them. And that was a true game changer right there. They did go see the neurosurgeon at UT, and everyone has said similar things. And I've talked to many people who've had some sort of brain tumors. If you have to have a brain tumor, this is the one to have. They are the most common. In Maggie's case, they said it could have been there for like 10 years. In some cases, they do just watch it and never do anything. But since she's already having some problems with the ringing in her ears and a little bit of vertigo, they chose not to do that, not wait and watch. And so they've had a consultation with Dr. Zamarati at Duke just this week. And
Hey, Mom, I'm gonna stop you really quick here, because I'm gonna have to edit this part. She doesn't want to say where she's going. That's what she said to me.
Oh, okay.
So I'll have to edit all these, just pushing forward.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
That's fine. I can just less for me to edit.
Okay. So anyway, they now are scheduled for surgery a week from this Friday. And I'll be going with them. And Brian will be coming with me as well. And we're going to hope for fast surgery, which is going to be about 4 hours, and a benign tumor, which they'll know 2 hours into the operation because they actually do a biopsy at that point. So we'll hope that it's benign and that the recovery, which they say is about 4 to 6 weeks, will be closer to 4.
Yeah.
So we're hopeful, but we feel really confident with the surgeon that she has and the care that she's been given. And I, have great faith, not only in God to heal her, but also great faith in her husband, John, to make sure that she gets the best care. So we'll get through it,
Yeah.
Don't know what it's going to look like at this point, but we're, just praying for the best. So.
I mean, it's definitely scary. I mean, it's like my mom called me. At first, I was so mad. I was so mad at her when she called me because she was like, well, John just called me and said, well, you need to like rush up here right now, but I don't know why. But anyway, I just thought I'd let you know. I was like, Mom, why would you call me and tell me this? Like, when you don't know why would you call this? This is only gonna make me anxious. Like, you won't know anything for 3 hours. Like, why would you push this anxiety on me?
I don't know why. I just like you all to know things as soon as I know them. We all suffer together in this family.
I was like, why? I don't want. Why would you put this on me? Like, I don't want. I hate
suffer,
knowing
you
this.
suffer.
I know. Like, damn it, Mom.
You suffer, I suffer. That's how we roll.
Yeah. Obviously, I think obviously John, I feel it was just probably panicked and didn't quite know what to do, and then
of course he hadn't spoken to Maggie,
right?
So he didn't want to tell her mom before he told her. No, that would have been totally inappropriate.
Yeah. So I think it's just I think we're all just kind of in shock. Better each day. But I think we're all hoping for the best, but I think it's just anxiety inducing, I think it's just really, really, the idea of just the concept of it's just very scary.
Yeah.
It's very scary.
Well, any surgery is scary, but particularly when it's related to your brain. It's
something, I think when it's not something, I mean, if we came on here today and said, Maggie's going to have knee surgery, nobody would really be like, well, okay, cool. Let us know. You wouldn't think twice about it, but just something about, a brain tumor, it kind of brings up the worst feelings, I know. So, I don't know. I think the best thing that I can do is just be strong, I watching her life with triplets has just been kind of insane. I can't imagine now with the stress of having to manage the anxiety of a brain tumor as well. Like it's 30s is weird. I'm watching a lot of people. My 30s was awful. Like my 30s was just terrible. And I'm starting to watch a couple more people go through their 30s, and I'm like, damn, is 30s just really terrible? Like I think you just get a lot of shit handed to you in your 30s, maybe, like, and you just got to deal with it. I don't know. Like, I don't know. But I think the best thing I can do is just be here the way I can. She texted me the night. She was like, hey, can you just, come down here if I need you to come down? I'm like, yeah, whatever you need. Like, I don't think I never really quite know what the next couple months look like.
No.
All right. Welcome to take 2 of Certified Mama's Boy. You've heard this again. Sorry. I don't know. It's been one of those. February's not shaping up to be a very good month. It's fine. All right. So, hi, Mom.
Hi, honey.
So you can tell by the title of this episode that this is not going to be one of our more fun episodes, and that's the thing with this podcast is we just kind of go through life, man. It's some chapters are fun, some chapters are not as fun. Unfortunately, this is one of those not as fun chapters that we got to talk about. And I guess we can just rip off the Band-Aid and just say, yeah, my sister Maggie has got a brain tumor, and I guess it's getting a little more normal to say that at this point. We've known this for since New Year's. We've had about a month to digest this. I think the best thing that we can do at this point in the show, we've already told this story over on the Certified Fans podcast over at More Mama's Boy. So I think the best thing for us to do is to play that here so that everybody's kind of caught up on both sides of the podcast, so we're all kind of telling the same story, and then we can kind of move forward. So in case you don't subscribe to our More Mama's Boy podcast, here's kind of the story that you missed on Thursday. So that's the story. Friday will be the surgery, and how are we feeling, I guess, now that we're a week of? I think that, that was last week. That was Wednesday of last week we recorded that, and it kind of seemed, to me, it seemed kind of like far away. Here we are, week of surgery, and it's, I don't know, getting a little more scary, I think. It's getting a little more real. I think last week kind of seemed a lot further away. I can't remember in the clip if we talked about it or not, because we didn't listen to that in real time, but the surgery originally was in April, and then all of a sudden they were like, oh wait, we can actually do it faster. And so all of a sudden it was kind of like, okay, cool, well, yeah, but now it's a lot sooner. And so I know that everybody now, I mean, it's like a blessing and a curse, right? It's a blessing because you can kind of get it done. It's a curse because now you're having to deal with it. And I think that everyone's having to now, I don't know, cope's not the right word, but digest the fact that, in just a couple of days, this is going to be happening. So, I mean, how are you feeling, Mom?
A little more anxious this week than last week, but not because I'm so much worried about it as I am just anxious to get it over. We don't know what recovery is going to look like, so there's, a lot of angst around that, like how long will it really be and what does it mean? And, everybody's different. So, we hope that it'll be a quick recovery, which would be, 4 to 6 weeks. And, she's wanting to be with her babies, of course. She wants to move on with her normal life. So, we all want that for her. So, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's kind of the, stuff with the brain's so tricky. I mean, I think anybody can tell you the brain stuff is...
As you well know.
Yeah, you just don't know, right? Like, we don't know. We don't know how any of this is going to respond. I think that Dramaggy's learning that, you can talk to 100 people that can all tell you that it's going to go fine. And then you can just talk to one person that maybe not had the best experience, and then it's going to kind of send you spiraling. What happened? What was that story?
So, she's had several friends who've reached out to her that had connections of people that have had brain surgery, and she's been following up on those. And, she spoke to a woman that did not have a good experience. It was a different tumor. I don't know. I don't know this woman. I don't know anything about her medical history or anything, nor does Maggie really. So, her recovery didn't go well, and she said the ride home was really rough, and her husband had to do a lot more for her than they expected, and so I don't even know if they had kids, but that's upsetting when you hear things like that. And I said to Maggie, look, everybody is different. You cannot compare yourself to anyone. I mean, you've got an outstanding surgeon, and you have a husband that's a doctor that is going to ensure that you get the very best care and can also give you the very best care. So, you've got a lot going for you that maybe, the average person doesn't. So, but that's true. It's just like any of us. We hear 100 good stories, but that one will just set us back. So, I'm sorry that she had that conversation, but, it is what it is.
I think that's the issue that you have. I remember after, my brain injury, and, I could have, and obviously once, this story will go public today, and I'm talking about this on the radio show today, so, and it'll do the same to my psyche too. People will inevitably reach out, and I'm going to get 200 messages today about how, even so far, Holly, my previous co-host, has the same brain tumor. And she talks about it freely. It's something she's open about. And I'm sure I'll get 100 more messages about how people have these brain tumors and they either have surgery and it was fine, it was great, and blah blah blah, and then inevitably there's going to be somebody or the smallest group of people that it didn't go well for, and those those messages will mess with me.
Yeah.
And so that I will say that's the hard part about this position that I think I'm in, is because it was the same with after the brain injury. It was like, man, so many stories came in about, oh my God, I had a concussion and I had these symptoms for X amount of time, but don't worry, it's going to get better. And then inevitably there was those stories about it never got better, or blah 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 blah. It just stuck with you, for forever.
But our bodies are amazing. I mean, our bodies want to heal. They want to be well. And, I'm praying that she can keep her heart and her mind and her spirit in good shape, so that, and focused, so that she can come through this the best way she can. And I believe she will. I believe she will. Because no surgery is not serious. Every surgery is serious.
Right.
So, yeah, just, we all just need to keep praying and lifting her up and, praying that, all will go well. And I believe it will. I really do.
Yeah.
I have a peace in my heart about it, that she's going to be fine. It's just getting there that I think is going to be the challenge. So, mother of 3 2-year-olds,
Right.
it's tough.
It's definitely added a lot of interesting stress this week and the last couple of weeks to everybody. This is the second time we recorded this. During the first recording, I was just about to say that, and we'll talk more about More Mama's Boy this week, that Dramaggie had hit me up last night, and obviously when I see her name come across my phone, I'm always like, oh God, what's this about? This must be something really, really important right now, because she's going through a lot. There's a lot of important things going on in her life right now, and like I feel like she messaged me with the most trivial issue. I was just like, okay, all right, whatever.
Well,
fine,
it was something that she thought you'd be upset with her about, and it just shows, how much she loves you and how much she cares about you.
I just
she wants y'all to be close
all the
and
things
good.
to be worried about right now. It's like, this is just not
not one of
bigger
them.
fish to fry right now than this issue.
Yeah,
I feel like of all the things in the world you should be worried about, this is not the biggest issue in the world for you to be even concerned about right now.
No.
So, I think she's doing okay. I mean, I don't know how she's doing. I can't really. I mean, you talk to her more than I do. How do you think she's doing right now?
I think she's doing as well as we can expect. Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I don't really know what it means for the show right now. I mean, we just have to we're just going to do our best. It's just, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know.
That's the problem. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't really know how this looks.
What we don't know. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, surgery's Friday. I'll be able to give you guys some kind of update next week. And I don't know. Obviously, with you, Mom, you're going to go stay with her, but we don't really know what your availability looks like for the next
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Minimum.
So, yeah. So we don't know. But hopefully it's, nowhere near as scary as we're hoping. I mean, we're fearing it might be, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, hopefully by this time next week, probably by this time, next episode, it's easy peasy. It was, and hopefully we can walk away from this podcast just being like, oh yeah, I know somebody that had a brain tumor and it was such an easy surgery, and
and she's doing great.
She's doing great. Look at her. I mean, she's still the same annoying
she's
Dramaggie,
strong. I mean, as someone said to me, this is a woman who birthed 3 babies at one time. She
Yeah.
can do this. It's true. She's a strong woman. She's so strong.
But clearly, we won't have any updates until, next week with it. But obviously, when we know something, I'll pass it along over here. But just thank you guys. You guys have always been super supportive for everything. And I know that you'll continue to be as we kind of press through these next couple of weeks. I don't know. I don't know what it looks like. I'm not even quite sure how to plan any of this. I'm not sure how to really map out the next couple of weeks. We're here in the dead of February. Our least favorite of the months.
Hopefully it will be business as usual, right?
Yeah. Part of me wishes I was the one having brain surgery so I could just forget this little... I'm kidding. But,
no, you don't.
But of all months, I'm going to say, of all months, if she picked a good month to do it, at least it's like the most boring of the months. You know what I mean?
And she doesn't have to have... She won't have to have her head shaved, and she can wear beanies. Yay!
Yeah, right.
She couldn't wear beanies in April.
Yeah, that's you know what? There's some perks to this.
Yeah,
there's some real perks to it happening the way that it happened.
Yeah, right.
And one thing that she was really worried about is, my kids are going to see me like this. I'm like, your kids are not going to remember this. Maggie tried to remind me of the one time. She was like, don't you remember that one time that mom had her mouth surgery or something? I'm like, no, I don't. I don't remember that at all.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember your mouth surgery at all. I don't
really,
remember that.
And Maggie does. God, I don't even know how old you all would have been.
Did you have some kind of mouth surgery? I don't remember that one bit.
I had the opening of my palate stretched, and I had a gap in my teeth that was like this. It wasn't really that big, but it was like I had a tooth missing right here. It was really ugly.
Your
until
internet's
it closed
terrible
up.
today, but
I'm sorry.
We've had more technical issues today with the show.
It's what it is. It's cold. It's Dawsonville.
Yeah,
I don't know what to say. Sorry.
You know how it is out there in the woods. If it's not sunny and it's below 60, we just can't even connect over there. I don't remember that. That's what so I told Maggie, I'm like, the babies are not going to remember this. They're not going to remember. I promise they will not remember this. There's a 0% chance they're going to. They're 2. They're not going to remember this. They're not. They're just not. They're not. Nobody remembers anything from when they were 2. So that's But all things considered, I think this is all going to be fine. Thank you, for the. I asked the certified fans to kind of keep things quiet last week, but a couple of you guys have reached out and said some really nice things. I appreciate your support. And, we'll just, we've gotten through a lot of weird shit, y'all. I don't know. Just another weird shit we got to get through. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what to say about it. It's just like how much weird shit we got to go through together. I don't know. Y'all go through weird shit. We go through weird shit. It's like this is
life.
I didn't see. Like let's
life.
Count,
we just keep on
count all the weird shit we got to go through.
Moving
job loss,
through.
move, like just even weird shit y'all don't even know about. Y'all have gotten me through. It's just like COVID. We went through COVID together. We got through that. That was weird, right?
Oh, weird. Terrible.
It's all kind of weird, funky stuff that we've had to go through just as a community. And I mean, the assault. Like we didn't think we'd have to go through an assault together. Remember that?
No, that was the worst.
All that shit, like
so bad.
We got a brain surgery we got to deal with. Triplets. Remember Maggie had triplets. Like what? Like it's literally always something with the Yancey family. Like I don't know. It's always something.
I think God is right. We should have been a sitcom.
Yeah, it literally is like it's a damn reality show over here. So we just appreciate the support. And like I said, Tuesday, I don't know. My mom might be here. She might not. We might have a special guest. You just don't know. I don't know how the next 2 weeks. I was thinking actually about maybe possibly get Holly on. See if she's got time.
That'd be great.
And she kind of talk about like her experience with her brain tumor. Because I feel like it's been a second since we've had Holly on, and we could kind of talk about what's up with her. But more importantly, kind of what that, because she still has hers,
right?
And it's the same thing Maggie has, and so and I think Holly's mom had one too. Same thing. Yeah, y'all all be having brain tumors. Y'all all be this is like a thing, So like,
there are a lot of people. It's amazing.
Yeah. I don't know.
When you have something happen and people start talking about it, you realize that You
It's
know,
like
how
everyone's got one,
uncommon, how uncommon.
Yeah.
You know, it really just.
It's like when you get new tires and you like, you know what I mean? Then all of a sudden, like, you notice everybody's tires on the road, you know? It's like the brain tumor effect. It's like, wait, everyone's got a brain tumor? Like, what? I don't understand this. I don't get it. So anyway. All right, that's it for today's show, y'all. We're just gonna kind of stay focused on this for today because I don't really know where else to really go with it because obviously that's it. I mean, that's kind of the big news for the week. More Mama's Boy. We'll catch up on some other stuff this week. We do have a lot of things to talk about, but I hope that you will join us over there. If you want to support our show, that's where you can go support us by becoming a certified fan. More Mama's Boy is our Certified Fans podcast. We do that on Thursdays, and yeah, it's like our private podcast over there. We got a lot of stuff we need to talk about. And Thursday, that's where we drop those episodes. You can only get that by becoming a certified fan at $6 a month. Go in the show notes, join that. That's a way to support our show through these next couple of weeks. I mean, that almost sounded like that was some kind of fundraiser for Maggie. It's not, but you can support our podcast by doing that. The show, by the way, the show today, we do show adoptions. Every show, I think, was adopted. I don't think we have any. Actually, let me check really quick. I think every show was adopted.
Awesome.
For the month of February. So thank you again for that. But before I say that, let me make sure there's nothing for adopt. I'm pretty sure they're all adopted though. Yeah, they're all adopted.
Great. That's
we
so
do show
good.
adoptions now, which I know. Thank you for doing that. That takes a lot of stress off for the month. So thank you for not making us worry about that for the month. We put every show up for adoption. That's just our way of raising some money for the podcast. And if you go in, you can adopt an episode. Michelle K adopted today's show. Michelle K from Georgia.
Michelle
Thank
K.
you, Michelle.
Yes, Georgia girl.
This was thank you for doing that. Really appreciate this. Tomorrow would have been her brother's 48th birthday. Her brother's 48th birthday. Don't know much more than that, other than it would have just been her brother's 48th birthday. So
it
happy
would have
48th
been
birthday. It would have been. So don't really know much more than that. So I don't know if we sing the song in that situation. I don't know the situations. I don't know if it's appropriate or not. So maybe
not.
we don't. I don't know if you want the birthday song. I don't know if we do or not. So maybe we just leave it out, because when in doubt, leave it out.
Just
That's what I
say
learned in this business.
When in doubt, leave it out. We just
You know
say
what I mean?
love and prayers for you remembering his birthday. That's tough. I know. I've lost both my brothers. I know what that's like.
I can tell you that I have a rule, and I made this up myself. I can't say I made a lot of radio things up myself, but this one I said, don't ask I always ask one too many questions. Like, I feel like things are going well, and you ask one too many questions. So like when you feel like things are going well with a caller, don't ask one more question, because you'll always ask the one question that will tank the call. So like, if you get a caller on for, like, let's just say a contest, and they're like, oh my gosh, like, it's my birthday, and you're like, oh my god, like, happy birthday, cool, like, what are you doing today? It's like, oh, I'm going to Friday, TGI Fridays for my birthday. That's really great. It's like, don't ask, like, if things are going good, don't ask one more question, because like it's like you're always inevitably going to ask one more question that's going to like tank the call. And let's say, oh, what's your favorite thing at Fridays? Well, honestly, I can't eat food anymore because I had my stomach removed yesterday. And it's like
oh no.
Inevitably, you ask one too many questions.
That's not for real.
No, I promise you. I promise you. I have a rule now where I'm like, if we're on a high note, like, stop.
Yeah.
Because inevitably you ask one too many questions.
Yeah.
And like you're gonna, for some reason, ask some, and like it's things where like it shouldn't even go sad or weird, but it just does. It just does. So that's why I'm like, maybe like I don't want to like ask about your brother, because I don't know. Like, I'm not quite sure. Maybe it should be a happy birthday. I'm not sure. That's why I make Michelle K. We're just gonna say, since that's all you said, Michelle, that's all we're gonna say. It's
that's
just like,
right.
Happy birthday to your brother. Like,
yes.
just birthday. We're not gonna sing the song, but I don't know what that would do. So like, it's just the birthday. We're not singing the song, and that's it. Also, she says, it's Love Month, so show love to others and to yourself. It's a tough world right now, and that's true. Not only to each other, but show love to yourself as well. And that really is important. I know
so
that
important.
it's I think that we spend a lot of time Valentine's Day month and like, okay, like where was I? Where was I? Is it this weekend? Valentine's Day is so foreign to me because I haven't had a Valentine in I don't know. I think Obama was president last time I had a Valentine. I mean, truly, I think Obama actually was the president last time, and that actually is like usually a joke, but I think that really was the last time I had a Valentine. And so I was walking through, I forget where, some store, I don't remember, it doesn't matter, and it was just like, you stock up on those for your loved one. And I was like, God, like this doesn't even seem real anymore. Like I don't even know what that means. So yeah, make sure you but yeah, man, make sure you love yourself too. Like I think it's a great month for you to kind of do inventory of like how well you're loving yourself too. And kind of like right. Actually, no, that's a good future episode right there. Like do it like a self-love inventory and see how we're actually doing on like loving yourself and respecting yourself because. Man, I don't know. Loving yourself sometimes sucks too. It just sucks. But yeah. Anyway, thank you for that reminder. Actually, Michelle, thank you for that. Thank you for that reminder.
It's very sweet.
I'm really glad you mentioned that to kick off this love month. And
Me too.
I know you didn't know what the subject of today's show was going to be. Sorry, it had to be a heavy one, but a very important episode. We'll have a lot of people come into this episode, and I hope that your message here at the very end of like just love yourself, man. Don't forget. Like at the end of the day, you're the one that really matters the most. And why hope that on the month while you're running around thinking about what you're going to do for somebody else on the 14th, that you're also spending a lot of time thinking about like what you're going to do for yourself this month. So great reminder from Michelle K. Mom, let's give Michelle K a whoop whoop and thank you for the adoption of the show.
Whoop, whoop to Michelle K. So grateful for you. Thank you for your love message and for remembering your brother on his birthday.
All right. Now I'm going to be honest. We're going to stop recording this episode before it all falls apart because this episode was held together with scotch tape and a prayer.
How about our boy leavers?
No, I'm saying this is how we're going to wrap today's show up right here. So,
gotcha.
Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Like I said, we'll be back. We'll see you guys hopefully on Thursday, and you can, check out Thursday's show. More Mama's Boy, it'll be more of a normal episode, and then Tuesday we'll be back, and I'll be able to update you guys. And my mom may be here, she may not. I don't know. We just don't know what's going to happen over the next couple of weeks. So thanks for your patience as we get through February. Our boy leavers are our favorites. Thank you so much for your extra support, Candy Z and Marcy and Eileen and B-Cat. Thank you guys. Really appreciate you. Rachel Rose and Donald and Queen Pam. It just feels like a big hug here at the end. Queen Pam and Aaron D. And what's up, Alexander T. Deb S. and Lisa G. and Julie B. I feel like I'm high-fiving you guys. What's up, Carly? Carly had a birthday this week. What's up, Carly? Happy birthday to Carly. Carissa, what's up, Carissa? And Sue, hello, Sue. What's up, Lucino? All these San Diego people. I'm so jealous right now. I'm like, oh, what do I do to be in San Diego right now? I'm looking out onto the snow, this frozen tundra. I have a lake outside my house that's frozen over. It's been frozen over now for 2 weeks. I'm like, oh, man. What's up, Lisa? Hi. What's up, Kayla and Karen W and Tina U and Letty S and Julia M, and thank you for updating your card, Julia. Julia, updated my card. Our mystery boy Lever, we love you so much, and Michelle K and Angela P, and I'm really thankful for you guys, man. Thank you for y'all support. These are 25 people you can be really thankful for. Just feels like a big hug here at the end of the show for these guys because they really help keep this show going. So thank you for supporting a podcast that just feels like family and really with no other purpose, just to be here for you when you need somebody. So thank you for supporting the show. We are done for this week. Hopefully we'll see you on more Mama's Boy. And Mom, good luck with everything this week. I know I can't imagine having a one thing going through, but having a kid going through, a brain surgery, I'm sure is pretty stressful for you as well. So
Yeah.
sending you a lot of love as well. And
Thank you, honey.
get us out of here. We'll see you. We'll see you when we see you,
Okay. We're grateful for all your love and your prayers, and we will love you forever.